Having a flu and COVID jab helps to keep people well. It helps to stop the spread and helps to reduce the pressures that the hospitals have over winter. More people are likely to get flu this year because we haven't built up natural immunity during the pandemic. If you get flu and COVID at the same time, research shows you're more likely to become seriously ill. If you're afraid of needles, you can have the nasal spray, and the GPs often do specific clinics for people with learning disabilities.
You must go to your GP, you must go to the medical centre and see your GP to have your flu vaccine.
I'm the coordinator. I founded the group. It's called Afro Talks. Our aim is to teach and educate and celebrate African culture. And as you can see, there's different shades of brown. And we do have parents who attend who are non-black but want to introduce culture in their families. So we welcome anybody.
My children have all had the flu vaccinations in school, so you usually get a consent form a couple of weeks before and then sign up if you want or don't want it. Since they've been at primary school, they've had it practically every year.
Yes, I've opted to say no for the school offer for vaccinating my children because they only offer the nasal spray for the flu jab. If they did offer an injection that was a nasal and was a different option, I'll take it.
Because as a learning curve for me, this is fantastic because I didn't know. So perhaps what advice would you say to the NHS to perhaps put another choice out there for people?
Put another choice and make it clear. Because the forms either gives you yes or no and return it back, but they're not, then you have to put your reason why you're saying no. But my oldest is now 17. I've never been offered an alternative.
I've been given both of the vaccines, and they didn't hurt as much as people said they did. And you know, I've got a lot of friends that said that they didn't want to have it, but they ended up getting it. But, you know, I think that it has stopped me from getting COVID, even though I've only had it once. So it's just, it doesn't hurt that much, and it's over within a few seconds. So I would advise people to get it because then it gives you a less chance of getting infected by COVID.
What have you come down here for today?
Well, to get my COVID vaccination.
And I believe it's your first one?
Yeah.
Were you scared, apprehensive at all?
Not really.
Oh, that's good. What would you say to somebody who might be a little bit unsure whether to have the vaccination? What would you say to encourage them, perhaps?
I mean, there's a pandemic going on, and if we had the COVID vaccination, it would help. Well,
Yeah.
it'll help a lot.
Oh, that's excellent. Have many of your friends had the vaccinations?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in effect, you're saying young people, they seem a lot more encouraged now to be vaccinated?
Yeah.
Oh, good. And what was the actual process like for you here today at the forum?
Well, I had to get like some kind of card, and then it's a huge line. I had to go get a card, and then go to get my vaccination. They put like a needle and then just squirt.
So Aisha, you've recently had your flu vaccinations. Could you explain what happened? What was it like, please?
It was hurting and I started crying.
Oh, did you? And then, did the pain go very quickly then? Was it in your arm? Which arm was it in?
Both?
Oh, right. So, did you have this in school?
No.
Oh, where did you have to go to have it done? Was it a doctor's or the clinic?
The doctors?
Oh, doctors. So, next time you go for a vaccination that you go for in the future, would you be okay with it now you know what to expect?
Yeah.
Tell us how old you are, please.
4?
Wow, well done. You're amazing, 4-year-old. Did you think it was a good idea to be vaccinated to stop, say, flu happening and becoming ill in the winter?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, you've got a birthday coming up soon, so happy birthday for your next birthday, when you'll be 5. Thank you very much.
With my children, they all got in school, but I found it very difficult with my daughter because she was absolutely perfectly fine. But when she had it, she can't have it. Until now, she still struggles with the allergies and everything. It seemed like something went, I don't know what it was. I couldn't put my finger on it. But my son, he's always had it and he's absolutely fine. So I think it depends with the child. So yeah, I've had it myself because I have sinuses. So I thought it will help me somehow, somewhere, because I struggle a lot, especially in summer, when I get the allergies as well, together with sinuses, it's always acute. So having vaccination do prevent something, at least I feel much better than it.
Oh, I think it's nothing to be worried about. I think it's something that they should try to take. Most children, I usually see all their friends taking it at the same time, so they usually quite get used to having it at school. I really encourage it.
Yeah, I do encourage parents, and I don't kind of disregard those who don't want to do it, but for me, I kind of find that it prevents something from the children, especially they always have flus in school and everything, so it is really, really recommended, at least they can have it.
You've come down for your vaccination.
Yes.
Which one is it, please?
Third one.
Third one?
Yes.
Oh, the booster. That's excellent. And what made you decide to get vaccinated?
Because our health, we need to be healthy, and the government health for us is very necessary and essential to take this vaccination.
Yeah, that's good. What would you say to people that might be frightened of getting vaccinations? Is it an easy process? Is it easy to get here today?
Yes, sure. It's very easy to take it, and I think every person in UK need to take it. It's very essential.
Useful.
Thank you for taking part. You've come down for your vaccination today. Which one was it today, please?
Pfizer.
I've had the Pfizer.
Oh, the Pfizer. Was it your first, second, or your booster?
Oh, it was the booster.
Oh, the booster. Excellent. Was it an easy process? Was it scary, or was it quite easy?
It wasn't scary at all. The nurse was really nice, very welcoming, and it was just done in a few minutes.
Oh, that's lovely. So
And the needle is not that big, you know what I mean? It's just like a pinch of,
Yes.
so I think it's nice to come and get it done. Be safe for yourself, safe for the world, safe for our community. And I think people need to understand we are very fortunate to have this service provided, and the children, my children, they're young as an 8-year-old. He's also been given the vaccine today. So I feel really fortunate to have, a vaccine in such a young age. So I think we need to really cooperate with the society, get the vaccine, and be healthy and happy society.
So you've had your injection today?
Yes.
Yes, good. Was it okay?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, good. Were you happy to get down here and get it done?
Yes.
Oh, well done. You're an encouragement to other young people.
Like a needle,
Yes.
like a COVID vaccination.
So it was your very first one today?
Mhm.
How easy was it for you?
It was easy, but
Yeah.
it doesn't feel too nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was quick.
Oh, that's good. Was it better than you expected then? Good. Well, that's encouraging. So, to any other young people out there, how would you say it's good to have a vaccination? What would you say to them to encourage them?
Don't think about it and just do it.
When it comes to vaccination for my children, I don't have any objection when it comes to, because at the end of the day, it's the welfare of my children, so I'm quite aware of the cold that comes into the winter, and some people have an issue only because of what's inside the vaccine. So, for instance, we had an issue in school that we have to give my small child and a vaccine. I don't know if it was polio or nasal spray. Nasal spray had, from my background, because I'm a Muslim, I don't want my children to have the vaccine that has the product of gelatin. So I will opt out into that. But if they had more variety of different type of vaccination that doesn't have that product, I don't think many parents will object to it. For the fact that people have issues with the vaccination. From a young age, when you're born, you need your vitamin Ks, they inject you into that. So I don't see what's the big reason why you shouldn't be able to have an injection or a vaccination of a flu jab. Well, myself, I haven't had one, but now we have COVID, I have got my 2 jabs. At the end of the day, it's my welfare. And my children, all of them have had one. So I don't see any issue.
The flu injection does not contain pork gelatin, and this is now offered as an alternative. So you've had COVID vaccinations, haven't you, Maury?
Yes, indeed I have. Like the first time I have it, at first I wasn't feeling too well with it, But then after that, then I started getting used to it because I'm just trying to protect myself, so I get away from the illness. So I want to make myself feel better.
You were saying that you're glad you had it because it's like protecting you from COVID and being really ill.
Oh.
What advice would you give to people who are perhaps thinking about having it done?
I'll suggest you best go to GP and get it done. You know it's scary, but it's in the day you're protecting yourself. You don't want to get COVID.
You can get your NHS flu vaccine at your GP surgery or a pharmacy offering the service. If you're 18 or over, you can find your chosen pharmacy online. There are a number of sites across Manchester offering first and second doses to all eligible patients. You can find out where they are by calling the Gateway on 0161 947 0770 or 0800 092 4020. Lines are open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. until 6 p.m.
The best things in life are free.